welcome to Wolves The Video 97. It's been a year of mixed emotions for Mark McGee's men. A top 3 finish in May took Wolves to the brink of a place in the Premiership. The dream ended in the playoffs, but a new-look Molineux side promises good times ahead in '98. Coming up, we'll be looking back at some of the outstanding highlights from the season so far, as we feature 6 of the best.
Great effort! My word, what a goal! Steve Froggatt with an absolute gem!
In the spotlight is Molineux's new teenage star Robbie Keane, an instant hit with a debut double against Norwich. We'll also be paying tribute to the undisputed king of the goal scorers, Steve Bull.
Played it for Bull! An excellent goal for Wolves.
In a special behind-the-scenes feature, we join the players on the midweek trip to Crewe, including exclusive footage from the team coach. All this and more, including the goals of '97. But first, let's take a look back at some of the headlines from an eventful year for the Wolves. Winning Premiership status remains the top priority, but the first match in our 6 of the best selection is the Coca-Cola Cup conquest of Queen's Park Rangers.
This is Rufus Brevitt. Peacock has gone forward, and that was a fine effort.
Yeah, he just drifted into a lovely position there, Gavin Peacock. Wanted that a little bit earlier, but eventually when Brevitt had a look up, he realised Peacock was on his own. Good ball, good first touch. Decides to whack it, going for that top angle, and just over Mike Still's crossbar. Good touch on the left foot, bang, and that's not far away.
Perry being encouraged by the bench to take the ball on. Gallen couldn't control it. And then presented straight to Spencer. Now Murray. Little ball down the outside for Spencer. Curl defended intelligently then. That's a goal kick.
Yeah, Mark McGee was saying earlier how impressed he was with Keith Curl's form. Terrific pro, he was saying. No problem with the knees now. And looks as if he's retained his speed. Good reader of the game, Keith Curl. Perhaps Murray gave Spencer a little bit too much to do, but look at this for good shepherding.
And he was telling me this has been a pretty lucky ground for him. He won here twice in this competition, in fact, in his Manchester City days. Now Froggatt. Great effort! My word, what a goal! Steve Froggatt with an absolute gem.
Well, I must admit, Froggatt smashed that, but I honestly thought Harper had got it. He covered it well, and I don't know if this goes through Harper's hands. It's a tremendous strike, but the goalkeeper certainly got across there, and it's the sheer pace and power has beaten Lee Harper to put Wolves one up. Great strike, and Harper might feel he should have done better there. Both hands making contact with the ball. Great left foot strike, and could he have turned it aside. Great goal.
And the former Aston Villa winger, who's been so desperately unlucky with injuries in his time at Molineux, has given Wolves a perfect start here. Disagree. Also disagree with the home fans who thought they should have had a free kick there. Now, suddenly from that, Goodman breaks loose and has got round the last defender. Can he beat Harper? That's a fine save, but coming in. Was that a handball? Well, the referee had a perfect view of that as young Keane came in.
I'm sure we'll see it in a moment, Alan, but I felt young Keane, if he'd have used his head there, that could have been the back of the net for number 2.
Lively stuff now as Sinclair looks for Spencer in the box, who heads it back to Gallen. Is kicked.
Yeah, he swung the old left foot there. But what a good chance, end to end. And I just feel Keane perhaps tried to be clever. If he'd have stuck his head on that, it could have been 2-0. But a great move from Wolves. And Goodman, so quick and so powerful, almost put them 2 up. Rose comes across, but Goodman just gets there with the toe. Now let's fly with right foot. Good stop from the keeper, and I thought header there. But the youngster, well, he's so confident, and he felt that was a penalty kick. Perhaps the youngster used his hand there, but that was certainly on the chest there.
Parker helps it on to Sinclair. Offside. It won't count. Spencer was offside.
Clever ball from Peacock, wasn't it? He feigned to strike, he spotted Spencer, and in the end just dinked it through, but an offside given.
And look at this break here by Wolves. Keane in possession, finding Froggatt. Bull is well placed in the centre, and he looks for him far post. Excellent work by Brevet.
Yeah, Bull saying to Froggatt, whip it in, but Brevet was back there. I just got the feeling Froggatt thought, here comes number 2, but his touch, it takes it just wide. Bull's there, and he's saying, whip it into me. But good defending from Brevet. Must be saying, where's the goals going to come from here? Lots of possession this second half, but desperate for someone to get on the end of one.
And instead it could be Bull. Well, you would have bet a lot of money on that going in.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a glorious chance, and Harper went flying across the goal, and Bull, well, surely that should have been tied up. A good throw. Patelainen using his strength here. Bull all of a sudden evades his marker, and I thought that was 2-0. Patelainen using his power, just gets a touch. Bull gets in front of Rose. Oh, just past the post.
Slade makes a run one way. Brazier on the left, finding Peacock. Not bad. Slade on the far post. And again, Wolves defend rather with cool and confidence. And Patelainen and Bull link well at the other end. What about that for an unusual 1-2? Can Patelainen finish? He can, most certainly. That might be the goal to send Wolves into the next round. Who knows?
Well, he's certainly impressed since he came on, Alan. Fresh legs and a hot night. Big, strong fella. Pusedi does it. He's not a great goal scorer, but there's nothing wrong with this. Bull does superb there. The diving header gives Patelainen time. Now look at the space there between the posts. And again, the goalkeeper, Lee Harper, I think he was teasing him. Go on, try and make that post. And that Patelainen does. The goalkeeper again, angles are not too good for me, but Patelainen takes one look, left foot, drills it just inside the post.
Tremendous finish. I mean, we know he can score goals. He's got a good goal scoring record. You know, he scored something like 1 in 3 wherever he's been, and you know, the fact he scored tonight's not a total surprise.
And just finally, Steve Froggatt, delighted for him to score after all his injury troubles.
Well, I mean, it was a tremendous finish. I mean, I've not obviously seen it replayed, but you know, to be fair to Steve, for the last 2 weeks or so in training, he's been finishing, has been unbelievable. And you know, we've been hoping that one of these days he was going to hit something like that, and you know, it was a tremendous shot.
Well, he did it with a vengeance. Thanks a lot, Mark.
Thank you.
Our second feature match is a 6-goal thriller against newly promoted Bury. It was a good day for Steve Bull and new boy Robbie Keane.
So, free kick to Bury, quickly taken, looking for the head of Butler, and Butler gets in behind. A chance here for Bury. Oh dear, Wolves' defence caught square there, and this man Paul Butler, who is being watched very, very closely indeed by Manchester City, gets goal in behind the back line there. Beautiful ball across, and there were 1, 2, 3 bodies there that might have taken advantage of that. To take the lead, 1-0. Robbie Keane, 4 minutes, 29 seconds, and Robbie Keane gets on target. Oh, Bury caught cold. The header lost there by Butler this time. Keane gets away from Gray, and goalkeeper Kiley can do nothing about it. It's Wolves 1, Bury 0. Goodman's header, great save by Kiley. Brilliant header by Goodman. He really deserves to get on the score sheet. Overcomes the corner. And look at this leap by Goodman. He was up there long before the ball got there. He just has this knack of hovering in the air. And it's another corner kick. Headed off the line from Atkins this time. And over the top from Steve Bull. Well, they're queuing up to have pot shots here. Steve Bull enjoying that. Froggatt gets it across, flicked across here, and Bull tries a volley with the inside of the foot. Might have been a little better if he'd driven it with the instep. Well in, chance here to make it 1-1. Oh! And he has done too. Tony Battersby scores his second goal of the season, 18 minutes into the game. And Wolves caught down the middle there. And Battersby, who has just come back into the side following tonsillitis. And here it is, look at that big gap. Battersby takes it so coolly though, doesn't he? Essentially he's trying to get at him, can't get near him. He takes it round Stowell, and it's Wolves 1, Bury 1. Bury getting everybody back behind the ball now as Kubishi comes forward. This is right. Kubishi again, hit it with the right foot there. Oh! And Bury in all sorts of trouble there. Nobody went for the ball. They were all watching the man. He hits it, flicks it with the outside of the right foot first time. It bounces awkwardly there. But, well, Steve Bull, half a chance there for him. Just 4 minutes from the halfway stage of this game. Right. Played quickly into the danger zone by Robinson. Oh, there, yes! He's got it at last. Steve Bull. 41 minutes. It's a good run this by Jermaine Wright. Does well to get that ball across. And there's Steve Bull with the perfect finish, the inside of the left foot. And Dean Kiley, no chance at all. His first of the season, Steve Bull's on the mark again. By Ferguson. Getting the ball in, Goodman making the interception there. Good jump by him, picked up here by Keane. Finds Froggatt. Froggatt sells the dummy, curls in a teasing ball. There's there! Steve Bull! Kiley didn't get it. Steve Bull did. It's Wolves 3, Bury 1. 51 minutes. Beautiful ball this by Steve Froggatt. Good work first to should really have got. He's stretching, he doesn't make it, and in comes Steve Bull with a solid header. His second of the match, and that's put Wolves really in command. Policing the centre of defence there alongside Mark Atkins now, following Sedgley's withdrawal through injury. Oh, a chance here! What a goal that was! David Johnson. Well, one has to say he thoroughly deserves that, but it was another lapse in concentration there. Right on the hour. Long ball through, and look at him, he takes this on his chest, gets past Atkins, and drills that ball into the net with a superb finish. It's Wolves 3, Bury 2. Taking Robbie Keane, the header flicked on here, left-footed drive, and the goalkeeper Kylie can only parry it. Keane follows up and possibly trying to get a little too much power in the shot rather than just flicking it over the goalkeeper as he dived at him. Gordon Armstrong the 3, Armstrong to take it. Oh, that's a poor ball. Something that's been rehearsed on the training field, but it didn't come off there. And away goes Keane. Keane, yes! Oh! Robbie Keane. It's all over as far as Bury are concerned. Robbie Keane's second of the afternoon. And it all stemmed from a free kick at the other end, badly taken by Gordon Armstrong. Gray couldn't get the tackle in again, and Keane, what a beautiful finish that was.
Robbie Keane's double against Bury took his tally to 4 goals in his first 6 matches for the Wolves. A bright start by the outstanding Irish teenager, just 17 years old and clearly a great prospect. Our next feature match is the home game with Charlton, and it was the old master Steve Bull who claimed the headlines in this one.
Barnes tracking back with him, and steady defending by Barnes. Mortimer. Aston Villa fans will remember him from his time at Villa Park. Keane, very good touch. Now can he deliver? Still Keane. Played it for Bull! Excellent goal for Wolves. 9 minutes gone. Bull with a finish. But he'll be the first there to acknowledge the part played by Robbie Keane. He did superbly here, teasing his man. Lovely ball in, and there was Steve Bull, the predator, to guide the ball into the corner. Such positive work here from Keane. It's hard to believe he's only 17. That really was a terrific ball in, and Steve Bull loves that kind of opportunity. His 4th goal of the season, and his 3rd now in 3 consecutive home games. Well, Robbie Keane has been an absolute revelation since coming into the Wolves team this season. 4 goals himself. This is Bull! Well, he He's firing on all cylinders at the moment, Steve Bull. A barren start to the season, but now the goals are coming and the confidence is back. Made room for himself there, just couldn't keep the shot down. Keane, good link-up play with Patalainen. Crunching tackle. But he's going to earn Steve Brown a caution. Lunging tackle by Brown, and quite rightly he's been shown the yellow card. The more concern at the moment to Wolves is the injury or otherwise to Keane, but he's back on his feet. And how the Molyneux crowd have taken to him. It's Ferguson. Good save by Pedersen. And Patalainen shot turned over. He was unlucky there in the Finnish international. Held in by Ferguson. Clawed out then by goalkeeper Pedersen. Patalainen turning sharply, but denied a goal. An assault on Patalainen by Chappell. Steve Froggatt might go for goal here. What a good strike too! That's a fabulous goal from Steve Froggatt. Well, his first of the season at Queen's Park Rangers was a rasping drive, and that was a similar one. Really letting fly that Froggatt. Look at the distance he is away from goal. It arrowed into the corner beyond Pedersen. Wolves 2-up, and it's Steve Froggatt on 27 minutes. That's a classic strike. Sharks won't be happy about their marking. They seem to have sufficient cover there. Robbie Keane. A dramatic entrance into the Nationwide League this season. Yellow card for Stuart Palmer. Ferguson. Patalainen couldn't get his shot in. Bull might know! 3 for Wolves, 2 for Steve Bull. 33 minutes gone. And Wolves very much in control now. Thanks to the finishing of Steve Bull, they have enhanced their lead. He just poked it under the goalkeeper. After again some very uncertain defending, it has to be said, from Charlton. Fully punished by Bull. Chappell's forward as well for Charlton. That was Atkins, the shot was away, and he obliged. But it's Robinson again. Now Mortimer, who wasn't really closed down, and it's a goal this time. Phil Chappell. The captain has brought his team back into the game at 3-1. The cross bent in invitingly. No one really attending him. It was almost a free header. In fact, from this angle we can see it was. He'd squeezed it between 2 defenders then. Ferguson with a corner. Surely the last few seconds now. Only 3 in the box for Wolves. Keane, Bull and Patalainen. Beautiful for Keane! And the keeper was good enough to get his fingers to it. A real snapshot on the turn then by Keane. Hit it really well. Only just over the bar. The keeper got a hand to it.
Bull's double against Charlton took his tally for Wolves to 296. A fortnight later, Bully was on the mark again, when his early strike earned a point against Huddersfield. Bully followed that goal with another double at Reading. They left him just 1 short of 300, before knee surgery ended his year early at the beginning of November. Meanwhile, the fans have shown once again just how popular their record goalscorer remains at Molineux. A full house at the Civic Centre honoured Bully in a special This Is Your Life tribute, attended by a host of former players and managers.
Of all the people I've ever worked with in football, Steve at his job was the best I've ever worked with. Absolutely incredible.
The accolades continued when a bumper crowd packed Molineux for a pre-season testimonial match against the Brazilian champion Santos. The size of the turnout and the quality of the opposition was a fitting tribute, and Bully rightly got a great reception when he emerged with his family to take the applause from his adoring public.
Personally myself, I've only got one ambition, that's to play in the Premier League. I think the sooner we get there the better, because time's running out for me at the moment. I've only got like 2, maybe 3 years left, but two maybe at the top.
Played quickly into the danger zone by Robinson. Oh, there, yes! He's got it at last. Steve Bull.
Keane, very good touch. Now can he deliver? Still Keane. Played it for Bull. An excellent goal for Wolves. 9 minutes gone. Bull with a finish.
In our next feature match, new signing Dougie Freedman scores a goal on his debut.
Bull's lay off. Good strike from Simpson. And he was the first there to pay tribute to the part played by Steve Bull in setting up the opportunity for him. Just wide of goal from Paul Simpson. Rugged challenge by Taylor, which has been rightly penalised. Ferguson directing the traffic towards that Swindon goal again. All Wolves in this early part of the match. Simpson laid off to Freedman, and that is some way to announce his arrival at Molineux. Dougie Freedman. Well, he broke a few Wolves' hearts last season when he scored twice against them in the first leg of the playoff semi-final. But now he's very quickly won over the Wolves fans. That's a terrific strike by Freedman. 12 minutes gone. And a debut goal for the new man from Crystal Palace. Freedman, who's not an automatic choice, or hasn't been with Crystal Palace. Certainly will be at the moment for Wolves. Good battling then by Robinson, who was caught by Collins. Wolves players getting involved. It was a pretty dreadful tackle, I have to say, from Collins. And no wonder the Wolves players, and Bull in particular, are incensed by that. The referee doing his best to keep order. He won the ball there against Leach. Oh, and he really came stepping in then, Collins. Referee Chris Foy has shown him the red card. And now it's the turn of the Swindon players to show their indignation. But to my mind, they can have no complaint. It was an appalling tackle by Collins, and the referee clearly feels he has no other course of action to take than to send him from the field of play. I think Steve Bull has been sent off as well. Obviously for his reaction and his part in the fracas that followed. Steve Bull, so often the hero in the past, now deemed to be a villain of the piece by the referee, along with Collins, whose initial foul sparked all this off. Gooder swung over beyond Stow. Allison going down. Penalty. He clashed then with Kubicki, and the referee has pointed to the spot. An enticing cross from Gooden, and Kubicki colliding with Allison, the referee says illegally. So Chris Hay has the chance here to draw Swindon level. The referee's attention has just been drawn to the assistant referee, who's been waving his flag. He's happy now. Here's Chris Hay with a great chance to make it 1-1. And he does so sweetly too. His 9th goal of the season, and they've come in just 11 outings. 6 now in 3 games from Chris Hay. 24 minutes gone. And controversy continues to reign here at Molineux. Wolves felt hard done by, certainly by the sending off a ball, and now by the penalty ward against them. Gooden. Albert. Crunching challenge, but a fair one. Full view of the referee. Not so impressed with that tackle though by Casper, who has already been cautioned and has now been sent off. So Swindon reduced to 9 men. Simpson's corner. Digby thought about coming for it. That was Craig Taylor. Hit by Robinson. Appeals for handball from the crowd, I should say, not from the players. Another important header away, that time it was Culverhouse. This is Waters. Dispossessed by Williams. Robinson. Curl. Taking his chance to venture forward. This is Friedman. Curl again. The 10 of Wolves pressing back the 9 of Swindon. Curl. Friedman. Swindon have kept the door shut for the moment. Here's Atkins. Can they find a way in through the back door? Simpson. Drifting past Gideon. The little flick is there. And Keith Cole has restored Wolves' lead. Been a long time coming. At last, relief around Molineux. As Mark McGee's team go back in front again, and it's the captain, Keith Curl, who has struck for them. Well-worked goal. Simpson, who played his part in the first, has now had to set up the second for Keith Curl. It might just have taken a deflection there. Let's have a look again from this angle. Burrows, who was there with him, it might have gone in off him, but Curl will certainly claim it, and rightly so. Wolves 2, Swindon 1. It's Allison. The fans as desperate as the team are to see some success. Swindon have certainly made it hard for Wolves today. And I wouldn't write them off yet, even if they are down to 9 men. They're going to have to take a risk or two. Steve McMahon's team. Allison has now joined Hay up front. And there might be some gaps for them to exploit. Oh, what a goal! Simpson. An amazing piece of awareness to catch Swindon completely cold. The clearance from Digby. And Simpson spotted the keeper way off his line. Such quick thinking. And it's 3-1 to Wolves. Paul Simpson. An astonishing goal. Well, that's one for the archives.
The action continues with a showdown with Tranmere Rovers. And new boy Dougie Friedman again played a key role.
Laid off by Friedman. Friedman then knocks it back again, but it's gone the other way. Simpson getting it out to the left and then making the run on the flank. Here's Friedman. Good ball for Muscat. Can he get the cross in? Plenty of time there. Turned away. Chance for the shot. Comes in. Is there? a super strike there by Carl Robinson. Brought it down and hit it. The goalkeeper was going the other way, look. It took a little bit of a deflection. But Robinson delighted. His first of the season. And Wolves lead Tranmere by 1-0. And an uphill task now for Tranmere Rovers. Although they came back from behind against Forest on Saturday. So, no doubting the spirit of the side. This Wolves side means business. This is Foley. That's a good ball from Foley. Freeman! First time, what a shot! Great ball by Foley. Great shot by Freeman. 2 goals in a minute. And Wolves well in command. Well, just watch this ball from Foley. Controls it with the right. Hits it diagonally with the left foot. Beautiful ball curling right into the path of Freeman. It's his all the way. Thompson's nowhere near it. And the shot convincingly beats Danny Coyne. It's Adrian Williams who's out here at the moment. He's dropping back now as he saw that move break down. Steve Bull didn't carry for him. Good challenge by Ferguson. But forward comes Irons. Oh, that's not a bad effort by Kenny Irons. 270 games he's clocked up for Tranmere Rovers. Still only 26. And that one had Stahl flying across his goal. This is Simpson. Keith Curl. Space for Robinson to turn and have a run at them. Bull at the far post. Oh, he tried to find him, but it needed to be in the air, that one. Oh! Almost 3. Well, they would have really cheered if that one had gone in. Runs onto this and hits it left-footed. I'm sure the pace of the shot would have beaten the keeper. Just not on target, though. But it's a corner kick for Wolverhampton. Corner. Beautifully swung in by Paul Simpson. This one will be taken by Carl Robinson. Dangerous balls, those. Oh, the keeper couldn't reach it. He can now. Oh, that was lucky. He's 5'11" is Danny Coyne, but he was nowhere near this one. Bad timing by him, and lucky to get away with it. Alan Marn with the free kick, although I think it'll be Morrissey, the number 7, who will hit it. Yes, strikes it in, turning in towards goal again, and nicely turned away. Yeah, ball on the right-hand side, he's got space. Friedman's racing through the middle now. Ball twisting, turning, gets a shot in! Oh! Coyne had to be alert. I think he would have gone in the side netting, to be honest. But a powerful strike from Steve Bull. They had to beware of Friedman in the middle. Bull hits, lets fly, and I think that would have hit the side netting. Irons again. Morgan. Branch has come deep. Laid off by Gary Jones. And Morrissey switched to the left. This is Liam O'Brien. Slides a nice ball through the Branch. But it's a little tight here as... oh, that's a better effort with the left foot this time from Kenny Irons. But again, he doesn't hit the target. But again, Stahl asking questions of his defenders. How did he get the shot in? Takes it with the right foot. Dummies, comes across, hits it with the left. And the challenge late, but the shot wide. They still have a big uphill task in front of them. Putting the passes together better now, though. Here's Thompson. Oh, that's not a bad ball. It is a goal! Hit there by Gary Jones. That's his 8th of the season. Gary Jones, beautiful first-time strike. 65th minute of the game. And Tranmere back in it, and Thompson involved. Good cross this, he bends it in behind the defenders there, and look at Jones arrive first to the ball as the challenge comes in from Mark Atkins, and Stahl had no chance at all. So Challoner back over this side now for that throw. Branch again just getting the touch, but not deflecting it enough. Oh, that's a great ball over the top. Friedman's through. Toogie Friedman with a shot. And wide it goes. Well, he claims that he was knocked off balance there before he struck the shot. And he won't get anything for that. Look at this ball, it's immaculate. Beautifully played. And Wolves hitting on the break here. Friedman. Definite foul, that wasn't it, by Andy Thompson. I think, in fairness, that the referee played the advantage because the ball fell to Friedman, and he still seemed to have control.
Our final feature match is the home encounter with promotion rivals Middlesbrough.
Ferguson.
It turned out to be a great boost for Mark McGee's men against one of the league's strongest sides.
Given it away to Merson. Beck and Emerson well forward at the moment for Middlesbrough. Townsend switches the play to Harrison on this near flank. Well done, Kevin Muscat. There goes Friedman. Only Bull up front with him. Still Friedman. Needs support. Ball with a header! Lovely effort from Steve Bull, and he was so close to getting his 300th goal for Wolves then. Well, it was Muscat who originally won the ball. He fed Friedman, and Friedman threw in this low cross, which Bull flung himself at, and that was only just wide of Schwartz's left-hand post. Here's Simpson again. Froggatt, he's got Fleming for company. Still Froggatt, can he get the cross in? He can do, it's a good one as well! Off the post by Bull! This is Robinson! Just the wrong side of the post. And Steve Bull was so close to his 300th goal of his Wolves career then. It was Froggatt's beautiful cross. Schwarzer in all sorts of trouble. And would you believe Bull hits the post from 2 yards. This is Froggatt again. That's a good cross. It must be. Well, once again, Steve Bull. And this time, still no. Well, he shakes his head. And he's getting ever closer to breaking the deadlock. And Neil Maddison takes charge of the situation. Headed away by Craig Harrison. This is Steve Bull. Friedman. No offside against Robbie Keane. Robbie Keane! Oh, that's a lovely goal! Wolves take the lead. And may also have secured all 3 points. I have to say, it's just reward for Wolves' second half pressure. And Robbie Keane scores his 5th of the season. Lovely flick by Bull. Beautiful pass from Friedman. Keane was through, and all he had to do was lift it over the stranded Mark Schwarzer. And that's a beautiful goal. It's Wolves 1, Middlesbrough 0.
Now for our special behind-the-scenes feature, and it's Destination Crew as we join the players on a midweek trip to Gresty Road. Confidence was high following the victory over promotion rivals Middlesbrough 3 days earlier. The players were looking forward to the short journey down the M6 to face Dario Gradi's newly promoted side. It's very much a case of sticking to a familiar routine when the team travels away from the Molineux. The distinctive players coach a time-honoured method of transport. But there is one big difference on this occasion. The travelling Wolves squad is joined by a roving cameraman. A unique opportunity to bring you a glimpse of what it's like being a player on match day. Everyone has their own favourite way of passing time on coach journeys. The most popular pursuit, it seems, on this coach journey is the card school, and there's no time wasted before the action begins. Although cards is not everyone's cup of tea.
Been to Crewe many times before?
Only probably twice. Played once when Platty played there, and about 2-3 seasons ago we had a friendly. That's about it. So it'd be nice to go back and have another look what they've done like. What's it like out there? It's supposed to be alright. It's supposed to be a child little ground. It only holds about 6,000, but it should be a good atmosphere.
I think that you know, the way we're trying to approach every game now is that we're trying to bring in a sort of attitude that, regardless of whether it's Middlesbrough or Crewe or Stockport or whoever it may be, we've got to consider that we can be beaten by any team, therefore we have to be on our guard, and I think this is another one of these games. I've seen Crewe a couple of times. They're more than half decent when you allow them to play in particular. They're a team who are well coached, they pass the ball well and their movement's good, and I think you have to be on your game, you have to start right, particularly. And the fact that, you know, they set up the back just now in the morning before, you know, an evening game and have a game of cards and relax, it's a very important part of their preparation. They'll go now to the hotel, they'll have their lunch, and then they'll get them to bed in the afternoon. That's how particular we are about the preparation. We want to get them as much rest and as much energy back into them after the hard game they had on Saturday, before the game tonight.
We'd like to, as soon as we get there, I've just rang through, and the reason for that is so that when we get there, well, they'll have the rooms ready, and then at 12:30 they'll have their lunch, and then we'll go straight, you know, they go straight to the rooms, and in the meantime, we'll go down to the ground and lay the kid down. So that when they're finished, everybody can relax until we start 3 o'clock and we kick off. Well, we can anyway.
They pick us up off the motorway, take us in, but you just get verbal abuse, it's nothing serious. Just sit smart, and even better if you come away with 3 points.
Yeah, even after the game we'll have to jump off on our fish and chips. When we're down we have like salad sandwiches and stuff like that, drinks of soup. Very hygienic after the game, you know, because you have to put the carbohydrates back after the game. It's a lot more important like after the game than before the game.
Experience getting up there, getting from the first visit to the Premiership with Palace, and now hopefully experiencing this year with Wolves. It's a big club and it's big enough to get to the Premiership. Scored a couple of goals my first couple of matches. We worked hard on Saturday to beat Middlesbrough. Hopefully we can carry on against Crewe.
First stop is a team hotel, a place to relax and enjoy a pre-match meal, once the players have found their bearings.
Had keys and gone up to rooms.
Well, give us a clue what we're doing. Oh, so we just go knock on every door?
You just sort of all had your keys.
Well, we haven't
all up on the second floor.
Deep.
Chicken and potatoes will do me.
Meanwhile, the work continues for the backup staff, who encounter an unexpected problem at the stadium.
How long are they going to be?
Finish at 1.
Hey, what's the time now?
1:20.
Yeah.
Aye?
No,
we need to get this sorted out.
Don't call them off, we'll go in game with them.
Game finished. What they've done is supposed to be out there for 1 o'clock, I think, and they're 20 past now, and they're still enjoying themselves. They must have a long lunch break or something like that.
British Rail. Got British Rail bibs on them.
Go on then! Oh!
Good save.
Having waited for the locals to finish their kickabout, our talented trio decide it's time to show what they can do.
Have I got a ball to lend us while you get changed?
In the office. I'm up already.
Well, you're in goal, be even more.
I'll go in goal, big man.
You're getting them goals there. Not too much for me.
Taff's never kicked a ball in his life in anger.
Where is it? Where is it?
I'm better in goal than I'm the driver.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Baz, you seen it?
I've had about 2 pieces of chicken and half a pound of spaghetti. No, I'm not that unfit.
This was 10 pints you had last.
I'm not. No, yesterday afternoon.
How many pints? 10 pints you had yesterday afternoon.
Bully says I can only drink 3.
Obviously they decide themselves whether they're going to use studs or moulds and whether they're going to change the boots at half time or anything. And it's the only place to put them really. Because you can't leave them in the skip because they'll all be having a free for all trying to get them all over here. You can see they're all packed in quite tight really. We've got at least 16 to 17 players with us today. And you know, they'll at least have at least 2 pairs of boots. So we've got to provide them with as much space as possible in here. They're all basically the same. They've all got a mixture of carbohydrates and glucose. They're all considered what is isotonic, which means that it gets absorbed into your system quicker, so it replaces fluids as quickly as possible.
Well, that's all I can do for now. It's going to be a bit tight when they all get in here. I only hope that Hans doesn't want to shower straight away when he normally changes.
Before each game I like to have just a rub down, just try and warm the muscles up, get into my ankles a little bit, they're a bit sore, so it's just a general thing, just a general loosener. Most of the lads tend to have a sleep and put their feet up, whereas, you know, I think we agree that if we do get our head down, we generally feel worse for it, so, you know, whether we'll be at home or in a hotel, I think we're always on the go, and a game of cards and a cup of coffee relaxes us, I think.
You find us youngsters that, when you're about 21, 22, we find it hard to sleep.
Yeah. we keep thinking we're going to go out afterwards.
Yeah. Getting ready for the night out after the win.
Well, it's typical sort of pre-match preparations. The lads have had a sleep in the afternoon and now they're down for just a light bit of tea and toast before we get off about 6:15. All the work's been done in terms of pre-match. We'll have a brief chat with them in the dressing room prior to the game, but mostly now it's down to the lads' own preparation.
Actually, as a director of the football club, there's probably less pressure on you away from home because you're entertained by the opposing directors, and you can relax and enjoy yourself to a certain extent, because there are so many responsibilities when you're at home and so many people wanting your time and to meet you and see you and so on. So away games, although they sometimes aren't what you would call easy on the pitch, but certainly for a director it can be a lot better than being at home.
Finally, it's time for the team coach to set off for the stadium. The manager does all the worrying at this stage. The players, in contrast, are hopefully all well rested and stress-free in the final hour or so before kick-off. For most of the Wolves squad, this is their first trip to Gresty Road, so there's more interest than usual in taking a look around.
Lovely little ground.
Like it? Pitch good? Pitch look good?
Yeah, nice. Similar to Walsall, isn't it? It's football night, isn't it? Nice and, you know, bit of light drizzle. Nice pitch. Well up for it. Good victory tonight.
Excellent.
The pre-match routines all complete, the players finally emerge for the big occasion. A crowd of less than 6,000 has turned up. It's a far cry from Molineux. The newly promoted Crew, a midweek showdown with Wolves, is one of the season's big draws. The first duties are taken care of by Wolves skipper Keith Curle.
Which way do you want us? You want to change my mind? Facing me and those gone now. Come on. No one says we are.
Yeah, after a good day, brilliant, isn't it? We can take all the hassle and everything going in. You know, like superb.
Yeah, they've all been tough games so far, but I mean, yeah, as you said, I mean, we want to build on what we've done, you know, in the past 3 days. Otherwise, you know, what we've done is worth nothing. So yeah, we're looking forward to getting a good result there as well. But once again, we'll be treating them with a lot of respect.
Well, that was Kevin Muscat and Mick Stowell and the boys.
Very good game tonight. We worked very hard. 2 good goals. They deserve a shoot.
I think the massage worked tonight then.
Didn't it? So be Rob. I'll book him in early doors Saturday.
Yeah, it was a great result. All the lads stuck together. They played on Saturday against Middlesbrough. The commitment was there, the spirit was there, and we carried on from Saturday in. That's 290 minutes now where we've done ourselves justice, and we've played well and got both results.
It's a bit different if you've gone somewhere and lost and you're going back in this sort of weather. So, yeah, good spirits at the moment.
We've got a 2-0 result, which obviously is satisfying on the back of the result on Saturday. 2 wins in a row. Obviously now the challenge is, can we do it for the first time this season, maybe get 3 wins in a row. We've got a hard job ahead of us in Stoke on Saturday, and the lads are already preparing at the back of the bus for that. You know, they're getting their carbohydrates into them so that they can refresh themselves as quickly as possible.
And And so it's been a successful night's work, and everyone is in high spirits when the team coach finally arrives back at Molineux. You can't win them all, of course, but it's a great feeling when you do get the right result, especially away from home. We hope you've enjoyed our soccer video annual. Look out for more VSI videos in 1998. Meanwhile, we'll leave you with our pick of 10 great goals from '97.